FT trigger enabled is 0. What the hell? TG enabled is set to 0. Yeah, I can hear. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot, Bunny. You don't need to hang around now that the voice is working. The music can wait till later on. Really appreciate your help, buddy. Unless you want to hang around and chat with the other degens who might turn up. I don't know. I only see, it says there's 2 views, but I think they've gone. Never mind, doesn't matter. Up to you. You've got stuff to do. You can work on that that thing that you showed me earlier. Excuse me. Right, I've got to get on and get this working. See you later if you're leaving. Triggers must show enabled, fix and backfill. Enable just these two. Alter table publisher, enable trigger. Your trigger is disabled. Your progress triggers must show enable. What? That doesn't make any sense. Triggers must show. Alter table by pick, enable trigger, create insert. Enable just these two. Enable all. Check session replication rule. What? Must be origin. Okay, now getting into the real nitty gritties of this database. It is on origin. Must be origin, it is on origin. You should see non-none timestamps. Your insert trigger is disabled. I think it's confused, or it's confusing me. You said triggers must show enabled, fill them enabled, but the query shows them set to 0. So they are enabled or not. Where's that query gone? Oh, let's just give it as a screenshot. Why didn't that work? I missed. Okay, fine. Let's just copy it then. If we don't sort it out, your technical debt will kill you before you get anywhere. What? Why didn't it run that? God damn, what a waste of time that was. Still, learned quite a lot about Postgres and some of its innards about how you can check those various things. I didn't even know that you could check the origin. So, some useful knowledge gained. Okay. So, let's run this. Just click migrate and hopefully it will run 15. Let's check the journal again. No, why is 15 not running? Explorer 15, 14 showcase fix, 15 showcase fix extras. This is the extras. This is the showcase fix. So it did run this one. So it's not running 15. That's weird. Actually, just run. Drizzle seems to be ignoring the latest migration. I wonder if it's because, let's have a look. What was it? What the hell? seems to be a mismatch between the migration timestamps is 8336. Six four nine one. Okay, this is a bit of a weird one. Must have been too busy, too stressed, too tired, and made a mistake. Let's see, Saturday 3:09 AM. Remove the showcase files, roll back. Git status. What have we got here? Right. Revert showcase schema. That's what's gone wrong. Look at Git status. Now I have to ensure that when I run migrations on staging and prod, that they start with this branch, and from 0011 anybody watching, check out that repo if you haven't already. It's awesome. It could be the death of React and Next.js and Solid.js and Ember.js and Angular.js and all those repos, and we can say goodbye to the node module hell, hopefully one day, if Datastar takes off. I went to the wrong repository. I have this open in another tab, but I've got so many tabs open. Anyway, so something in that old PR that I didn't merge. Just checking. Right, because it's draft factshape 10. Right, I know what's happened. So we've merged already, and I forgot to update main, I think. Let's have a look. What migration did we add? Oh no. Why is there an 11 in staging? Right, because I ran 11 already. Somebody else has run a migration without telling me. Oh, for God's sake, team. Why are you doing that manually, are you? Don't want to get into that. So, I'm thinking of branching. Yeah, let's branch the database. Thank God I chose Neon. Okay, so this will be interesting if anybody's watching. I don't think anybody is. So one of the great cool things about Neon, if I remember where the hell it is, their branches. Let's create a branch. We call it Showcase. Current data from the parent branch up to this moment. Yeah. So now I'm on Showcase, which is a child of production. So let's go to local. And let's see what happens now when I run the migrations. It seems 15 is not being added in the meta folder. And now let's check tables. Yeah, that worked. Domains, settings, snapshots. Right, so that went to 15. Okay. Deep in thought. So that actually ran everything. So now if we go to SQL editor and let's check this, 160, okay, and let's count a showcase. Oh, it's now picks, isn't it? Okay. check for the triggers. Right. Verify the triggers exist. Yeah, let's check that again. Non-referable for each execute function. Okay, so now that's working. Okay, so I just learned something new. I didn't know that that meta folder was actually there. So that happens when you run the migrations, and you'll see there's a mismatch between the actual migrations and what's stored as a snapshot. So I didn't know that manual migrations like this one, so that's a manual one that I hard-coded the SQL, it wasn't auto-generated by the Drizzle ORM helper. So when you create manual SQL in a migration, it doesn't get added to the journal, I mean the snapshots. Okay, cool, that answered that question. Right, so we now know that somebody else ran a migration, so I've branched the database, and now I can rerun that query. Okay, to put in the showcase data. Where was that? This one. Okay, so let's run that. Oops. Now I know why I'm getting a bit annoyed, because I'm tired. Right, now we should have some showcase pics. Okay, so we've got 19 entries in the showcase. It's brilliant. Right, so that all works. Just make a note to talk to you about that. Okay. Still need to set up my reminders properly. Check migration 16. What is that? Who wrote it? Because it definitely wasn't me. Okay. So we've got the data. Okay, so we're letting them carry on. Okay. I wish I'd. Okay, all fixed. Now have the pics in the table with the date. I didn't check the dates. Let's check the dates. Still null. What the fuck? So the journal is not updating even though it ran it. Oh, I thought it read the local metadata, so that was a mistake on my part. It reads the database migrations table. Cool. That's what it should do. Yeah. Okay. All right. So don't edit by hand. Yeah, no, that's dangerous. Commit the 50. Already done. Keep using migrate. We have. So run a scheme only change. If you want a fresh snapshot, run a scheme only change and generate drizzle will produce the next snapshot. I see. Yeah. Okay. Forgotten about that. Okay. So that means that's all good. Then why isn't it running the trigger? So list all triggers. Triggers are there, are the functions there? What the hell? So why haven't they been created? Stupid bloody thing. Here are some research that should help. Keep it basic and simple for now. Minimal features. Clean design. Use the tailwind names in the theme. Start with bolt for the colors, so they match the rest of the site. I should have that already saved in a prompt, just haven't had time. Right, let me go get that content for it that I planned earlier. No, that's too much info. We want this. Let's give it the visual principles from that research. And then use the API showcase.ts root to retrieve the showcase showcase pics 24 per page with pagination. Ensure mobile works. Let's just put responsive. Mobile responsive works. Maybe only one card wide at 375 pixels. Then 2, then 3, then 4 at higher break points. As per the current Tailwind or don't know where they actually defined or the config defined breakpoints. I don't actually know where they are. Slack's working on a code base that you don't know where everything is, but hopefully it will find it. So let's give that task and it can carry on with that, and we'll go do this one. We applied an older version. What do you mean? The DB journal records 15, so Drizzle won't rerun it even if the file changed. Since the functions aren't present, create a new migration to add them. Do this. Creates. What are you talking about? Is it hallucinating? They're right there. Create replace function set updated at timestamp. Create a replace function, stamp created on, create a replace function. You applied an old without them, the DB. I did not, you dumbass, I did not edit 15 after applying it. Look at the file. All the triggers and functions are there. Something very strange. Might have to give up on this and just do it a different way. Just hack it. That should have worked. Don't have time to investigate. This is the last chance. Get it right, you asshole. The file contains the functions, but the DB doesn't, and 15 is marked. The only safe path now is to add a new migration that recreates the function and attaches the triggers. Fair enough, I won't argue with that. It was 3 AM after all. Okay, let's see what happens this time then. Last chance. Name revert showcase. What's he saying to call it? Showcase pics extras fixed. What the hell? So that got a horrible feeling now that it's hallucinating about something to do with the migrations. Yeah, I think it is. It's not understanding something about this. It's basically just duplicated that file. What the hell? Right, so that all looks correct. I still don't get why. (16) 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's just double check. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Showcase pics extras fit. Oh, just saw that file name. Right, so that should do what, that should basically fix whatever went wrong with 15. So let's just check on, where's my branch? Showcase database, tables. That's on 15 at 7431, okay. Right. And now the journal's buggered up, even though it told me not to edit it. Why is it looking for that? Trying to remember now, why is it not entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, 16? 26750. So there's 7431. One 175962 889 7431, which is number 15. Ha! Completely forgot that the journal starts at index 0, not index 1, and of course the database starts at index 1, so there are 16, for God's sake. But 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that is actually number 16, but now it seems to think that the file name is wrong because I changed it because of this snapshot, maybe. What was it called? Pix Extras. Showcase Pix. Project domain ID. Pix project. Pix. Showcase Pix. Showcase Pix rank is not. There's the check constraint. There's the ordering, that's the name of the table, that's the unique index, that's the rank, that's the ordering, that's the foreign key, and there's the unique constraint again. So I think we're good. The only thing wrong is, why does it think that file name is wrong? You forgot that the journal is from index 0, not 1. So now the table matches the journal. But, what was that error? Why does it still think that the file is called that? But now I see this error when I run migrations. Let's see what has an answer for that, because I don't. I know I renamed it, but why is it still looking for SQL.SQL? It's bloody weird. You have a dangling entry, do I? Where's that dangling entry? Fix the meta entry. Open, oh, it's in the meta journal. Okay, this is interesting, getting into the innards of how. There we go. It's inserted that .SQL on the end inside the meta journal. Well, hey, so that's pretty cool. So you can hack that, but be careful, children. You don't want to be doing that sort of shit unless you really know what you're doing. So now we can migrate and it should work. Oh, what? It's still... What? The showcase pics extra fix.sql. Am I blind? That's what the file is called. Showcase pics extras.sql. Showcase pics extras. Sorry. Yeah, okay. The journal has gone wrong. 1 0 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 11 12 13 14 15. Haha. Showcase pics extras. That's what that one should be. No? Yeah, where's that gone wrong? Okay, so the index is 0 and the tag starts with 0, but is that actually what we see? Is that actually reflective of what we see in the journal? Meta is 0.1 snapshot to 0.15 snapshot. Okay, so it is actually starting from 0 as well. 0 to 15 snapshot. So I'm wondering now if it's this manual. So let's see, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, that has got showcase pics extras. I don't think we actually need that. Let's try again. Now I think it actually did run it. Right, now we see it. Now we see the functions and the triggers. Yeah, so that was friggin' weird. I wonder how that happened. Not going to have time to go back and backtrack. I think it's a good time for a break. So that's working. He's finished his task. I created a minimal showcase facial load that calls showcase, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I bet it doesn't work. I bet it hallucinated the shit out of that one, excuse my language. Yeah, what I expected. You didn't even call the API, did you muppet? Let's see, did it? Doesn't look like it. Come on. EI API projects, yeah, no, cool. So what did it say? New root, a load of fetches and returns items. You're lying. Oh, ha. No, maybe it's not, because that URL now needs to go here. But yeah, it's lying. What the hell did that do? So it added a root, and that root is just a pile of crap. Come on. What are you waiting for? How bizarre. Oops. New root. Really? Did you add that? Oh, I forgot to do people. Right, I need to go to bed. Let's just see what happens now. Still not found. You added the root, you added the loader, loader fetches. Okay, well, where is this? It's not even making the API call, is it? Oh, yes it is. There we go. So we've got an error. Okay, so why is that giving a showcase data roots showcase not found? There. Well, let's go look at the log. Failed to load. Oh, wait a sec. No root matches API showcase. What? Has it put this in the wrong file? There it is, API showcase roots. Okay, let me give that one that job. Since he was the one that added the front end route, let's see if we can figure out where the back end route is and why that's not working. And let's go back to this agent and tell it, why is it saying that you're dangling, blah, 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 okay. Okay, so I figured out the journal. The journal was wrong for some reason. And now the triggers and functions are in the DB. Right, remix the root file is mapped to I see the loader is requesting the showcase button. Remix the root file app is mapped to API showcase. I'll fix the I see. So it made a mistake in the loader. Fair enough. Didn't have enough context, I guess, but we can fix that later when we have more time. Okay, so showcase 4 errors, found 2 errors. So that is okay. That's the front end agent doing the front end work. Where do we get to the back end? Okay, great. With the trigger function at present, only test the insert timestamps. Expect both null. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Forgot to check that, didn't I? Oh, there we go. There's some data coming in. Okay. Oh yeah, we have to fix the previews. Okay. Right, so the previews are on another branch. Obviously this is shit, but it's working, right? We've got the data in the back end, it's pulling in the previews, and now it's just UI work. to clean all that up and make it look pretty. Make sure that the migrations work on staging and production, and the screenshots. So I can't really hand this over without the screenshot logic. So oh yeah, there's not going to be, they're disabled, yeah, because there's not enough. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just check the responsiveness. Yeah, okay, we can add some jazz to this soon. Okay, come on, wrong button. So pagination is only going to, yeah, because there's only 12 items, so you really shouldn't see those buttons. Maybe, I suppose, people learn. I'll leave that. So the screenshots. Do the links work? Simple white mobile landing page. And that's not right. Yeah, that's not right. Check the it's grabbing the wrong data. So it's inserting the wrong slug because it doesn't understand. Hey. It made a best guess. I always do that. Such a bad habit. God. Okay, let's see if that now works, and let's go back to this one. Right, that fixed it. Okay, so now we've got the timestamps. But yeah, so it's pulling back. What is it pulling back? It's pulling back on Great Basic Landing Page, and that URL is the same. So yeah, I can see what it's done. It's got confused because I didn't tell it about the URLs. So I think it's the yeah, okay. So we can start a new chat before the context window gets too big. Let's start a new chat. Yeah, that is a new chat. Okay, just say this mess. So this is about showcase slugs is the issue. Where is that gone? Insert. Okay. This query works, so give it some context, and I see the showcase pics. However, when the repo and API return the data to the front end, they are not returning what I wanted. The projects, it seems like for each project on the showcase page, I am seeing the slug, what was it called? What was that field called? URL ID from projects table. But in fact, we should be returning the actual live domain URL that we see in, where do we see that? Project domains, project domains. Let's call this showcase, project showcase. No, I don't remember what's in that table. Let's have a look. Right. So it's a subdomain. We've got the orynth.dev, and where's a custom domain? It's just a custom domain. So that should just be, it should just return the domain. Why did he call it that? That should be domain URL, really. Well, no, maybe not. Okay. So let's copy that. Boom. Is that a verified? No, where's that one? Is that verified? Oh, it's awaiting DNS. There's a verified one up there. Let's try that one. There's that horrible purple pink shit again. Got to get rid of that. Hey, that's cool. Got a door animation on there. What is this? Oh, it's like a little quiz. Somebody's been busy on that one. That's cool. I like that background animation. Right. So it just wants that. Right. Let's go back and tell it that it just should return. It should return the domain field and add as, that's what we're going to call it. I could just return it as domain. It's just from project domains. So the front end, what was that called? Showcase.tsx can create the link href to open the project in a new tab. In a new tab, in a new tab, in a new tab, in a new tab, in a new tab. Do we want to do that? You click on that, it opens it, you've still got the showcase. But if you open that one, yeah, it really should be up to people to do that themselves. That's bad practice. to open, let's say, the actual published project domain URL, not the work, not the one for opening the workbench. That'll confuse it. Let's do that. You'll get that. Okay, and what was that other link that it showed? Oh, that's the title. Yeah, okay. The showcase. No, let's just do that. And I will go and take a coffee and a break. And I don't know if anybody's watching. Concurrent viewers, one person. Maybe they're not even paying attention. Yeah, because this is probably going to take a while, that one. Time for a break. Oh, yeah, it's still thinking. So I'm going to stop the stream and I'll be back later. Oh, it has finished. Okay, fuck it, let's keep going. Showcase now links to live domains. He changed the route to use for the cards. We removed the blank behavior and the repository returned domain from it. So the backend changes. So no backend changes were needed. What? So it was the front end that was wrong? I should have looked at it. Oh, I'm too tired. Let's have a look. Did it fix that? It did fix that. So now, here we go. So there, that's